Okay folks, welcome to Snake Radio Customs. Once again, I got another 148. Another customer, another 148. Big dollar build, 1981 Tiawan. It's going to be completely blinged out with counter, jewel knobs, mod board, all the internal upgrades, all new caps, regulators, the whole 9 yards, man. We're just starting on it today here. Getting all the stuff sorted out. And then we're going to get to going on it here. It's in great shape though. Just have one cut trace on the board from the old channels, but that's normal. Other than that, it's a very nice thick board. You can't even hardly see light through it at all, man. So, very solid. These are the best ones. The old Tiawans, man. I don't care what anybody says. I've done enough of them to know that these are the best ones. Philippines. Well, like I've always said, after a certain date on 1991, the Philippines started going to thinner boards, smaller components, just like a Grant XL. Same factory that made the Grant XLs making the 148s then, so it all changed. Alright, got all the new regulators in. Re-greased the audio chip. Did a bunch of work on the board. Straightening out some quality control issues. Got the broadbanding done. There's the new voltage regulator. Re-greased audio chip. New AM regulator. New plastic screws. Cleaned all the controls, got everything cleaned up. And now I'm going to recap and start on all the other ones. Alright, we'll be back. Hey, there's all the caps, Paul. It's all recapped now. There you go, there's all the old ones. There's some of the crap I've taken out of it so far. Alright. We'll be back. Paul, there's the receiver mod, super noise blanker mod, and the clarifier mod. Alright, there you go. Alright, we'll be back. Put it in. We're going to put it in and hook it up. I'm going to remove the original channel selector. Boards, ping board, recorder, Roger beep, echo, and then got all the frequency adjustments sealed. There's the VCO, there's the 27 megahertz slug. Didn't have to touch the TVI trap. Nobody's messed with it from the factory. Still got to polish the back of the radio. There's all the wiring. There you go, man. So you just got to do the blue backlighting and that's it. So you got your squelch scan and home channel on the one switch. And you got your Roger beep, ping, and then talkback. Then you got your recorder buttons on the side here. And 2-color meter light. I'll show it to you when we get all done here. It's all done for now, and then just waiting on the rest of the waiting on the face to get here. As always, if somebody's out there that can do custom faces for me, I'm gonna have some business for you, man. If there's somebody out there that can do custom faces at a reasonable price, even 20 bucks a piece I would pay for a good quality face. I've tried 3 times now to get good quality faces, and nobody can help me. So I'm trying to get some custom faces out there. If anybody's watching this video that knows anybody, let me know by email. snakeradiocustoms@cox.net. snakeradiocustoms@cox.net. they're a very important part of my build. So, all right, there you go, Paul. A lot of extra wire in this radio, man. All right, there you go. Okay, Paul, here you go. Everything's done. Everything's in. 2-color meter light. There's the counter plug on the back of the radio. There's the wide narrow filter. Wide is up, down is narrow. I've polished the back of the radio. I put the switch on the back because there was no other switches to be used on the front or the side. The recorder buttons are on the side, so. Okay, get ready to put the jewel knobs on and everything. Here's the diamond plate covers. Here's the mod light wiring and the counter wiring. There you go. Here's the Roger beep, ping board, a recorder, and ping board. And the echo board. And there's the mod board. All tight in there, nice and everything's tight. And everything's working perfect, man. It's kicking butt. Alright, we're going to put it together for the last final build here. Battery died. So this radio has had every mod that I do done. All new caps, regulators, plastic screws, all the board screws soldered, 4-pin mic jack conversion, diamond plate covers, wide narrow filter for sideband, mod board. Goes all the way up into 10 meters. This person is a ham, folks, so don't freak out, all you hams out there. Don't freak out. It's completely broadbanded on both ends. It has the same power out on both ends. Everything's been done. It's like a brand new radio, man. Upgraded AM audio amp. Upgraded diodes, transistors in the receive section, super noise blanker mod, 2-color meter light, backlit switches, ping board, Roger beep, talkback, jewel knobs, mod board, custom face, 5.5 and 3.5 clarifier, so it's not too sensitive on sideband, but you'll still get the 5 kc steps. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. The bottom button is record, okay? You gotta hold it in the whole time you're recording, so you can't just hit it and it'll record it. You gotta hold it in. The length of recording time is 20 seconds. So you can record somebody for 20 seconds. So you hold it in for 20 seconds. Come on, somebody say something. And then to play it back, key the mic and just hit the top button. There you go. The levels are all preset. You don't got to worry about it. You just record and play it back, man. That's it. And you just to erase over your other recording, just hold the record button in and it'll record for 20 more seconds. Then just tap the play button, and as long as the mic's keyed, just tap the play button and it'll play back. That's it. The levels are all preset. You don't have to worry about any levels or anything, man. Okay. For normal talking on AM, run the mic gain at about 12 o'clock. On sideband, about 2 o'clock. That little red dot there, about 2 o'clock on sideband. The outer one is the RF gain, the receiver gain, or AF gain, I call it. That's the receiver gain. You got your volume and squelch. And got your echo, turbo echo. 1, 2, audio. Inner control is your level. I mean the delay time.
Audio. Audio. Audio.
Outer control is the level of the echo.
Audio. Audio.
So for normal talking, just want a little bit of reverb.
Audio. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1. Audio. 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 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. Audio.
Just a little bit of reverb.
1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2 test. 1. There you go. There's your reverb right there. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Audio. Audio. Audio.
Okay, on sideband, you're just gonna, everybody's on sideband on 38 lower around the country. Okay? So you just tune them to their natural. Not everybody's going to be exactly dead on frequency. So you just, the person you want to talk to, just tune them till they sound natural. Most people will be on frequency, but there's a lot that aren't. So you just got to tune to the people that aren't on frequency. Okay, the ping board. Ping board, just flip it on, key it up. And then you gotta wait for that. You gotta wait for it to end until you start talking, or you'll talk right through it. Watch.
Audio. Audio.
So if you don't wait for it to end, you're just going to talk right over it. Then the Roger beep. It's my custom short tone Roger beep. Okay, on the home channel now, make sure that the encoder is right in the detent between the channels. So you can have any two channels. So say you want to monitor channel 6 and you want to be on 38 lower as well. There you go. So when you flip it off, it's on 38. Flip it up, it's on channel 6. Alright, we'll be back. 12 scan. The threshold determines how big of a signal to stop on. So the higher you have the squelch, it's going to take a bigger signal to stop on the signal. And after a certain point, it won't stop at all. So you just got to kind of adjust it. Okay, to speed it when it's in scan mode. When it's in scan mode, to speed up the scan, just click it to the right. And it'll speed up the scan. As you can see, each click speeds it up a little more. Okay, to change directions on the scan mode, just hold it in for 2 seconds. Hold it in for 2 seconds again. Okay? Now to scan 40 channels, hold it in for 4 seconds, and that's full channel. That'll scan every channel the radio has. Okay, when it's in scan mode again now, hold it again, and that's 40 channel scan. When it says FCC, that's 40 channel scan. Don't worry about it, man. No big deal. Okay, when you're cleaning the radio, when you're taking care of the radio, just use a soft glass cleaner cloth, and just blow the dust off with a little duster. If you can't get between the knobs, just wipe the knobs off with the cloth. Wipe the bezel off with the glasses cleaner cloth. Just be careful because this scratches. If you want to keep it pristine looking for a long time, just treat it with respect, man. Don't let it toss around in your truck and shit, you know. Alright now, that's it. This is the back of the radio, all nice and polished. Yes, the people that make these cases, they're too wide. See, so when you tighten them down, it lifts up in the center. As you can see, there's a bigger gap in the center because they can't make them the right size. I've told them about it, but they don't care. So, and you have to countersink some screws with the big washers on it too to keep the front from coming up too. So I take every step to make it look as good as it can. Paul, I know you've been waiting a long time, but everybody has, so. But it's finally done, man. Here's the mod light on sideband. Audio, 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 audio. Okay, to do the SWR, check the SWR, just put it on calibrate. On AM, it's already calibrated. It's already calibrated in the radio. Just turn down the volume. Turn off the Roger beep and everything. It's already calibrated in the radio, so just flip it to calibrate. As you can see, it's already calibrated. The radio's at about 2.75 watts dead key to run an amplifier with it if you want to run an amp. And then check your SWR. Just flip it to SWR, and that's it. There you go. It should not go much past that. With an amp, it shouldn't go past 2. It should not go past 2 on the top scale. So if your amp has a high, medium, and low, use the setting that has the best SWR at the radio. But check the radio without the amp and everything first. Set your antenna with just the radio, man. Just set it with just the radio. Get the lowest possible SWR on channel 1, 20, and 40. Okay, channel 120 and 40. So check it on 1. Just pretty much just flip it to SWR and key the mic. That's all you gotta do. See, mine's a little bit lower on 1. Now when I go to 40, it's gonna go higher. And with the extra channels, the SWR is gonna climb too, because most antennas are not broadbanded. So you either got to shorten or lengthen the antenna depending on. Below 1, it's not going to be. It'll be okay. It only goes to -15, but above, up into 10 meters, you got to make your antenna shorter. The stinger length it has to be shorter to have a good SWR. And in 10 meters, everybody uses upper sideband. Above channel 104. Everybody uses upper sideband. There's Columbia coming in. I hardly ever hear anything on 10 meters, man. Alright, there you go. It's all done. Alright, thank you very much, man. Okay, Paul, here's your evaluation video on your 2000. Definitely needs 2 new meters. They're shot. They're totally stuck, and that means they're just no good, man. That's the end of them. Once they get stuck, you could probably fix them, but they're not going to last. You might as well just replace them, get brand new ones. These are all yellowed and nasty looking, I guarantee. The receive is not sounding good at all, man. It has hardly any volume. It has hardly any volume, and it sounds really bad. Probably needs a new audio amp on the bottom of the radio there. We'll look into that here in a little bit. Let's see what it's transmitting at here. Now the carrier's at 6 watts. That's too high on for AM. Definitely already needs all the maintenance. It's a 1984 radio. Audio. That's good. The limiter's still in it. Audio. See what it does on AM here. Yep, 6 watts carrier. Audio. AM limiter's out of it. Sideband limiter is still in. That's good. Alright, let's take a look here on the back here. On the bottom, it's got a few little spots here and there, but not too bad. For an 84, it looks pretty good. The face has got a little bit of damage here. Let's see. Alright, we'll open it up here and see what's going on inside. We'll be back. Here's the back of it, folks. So it's made in June of '84. There's how you tell the first number on the serial number is the year number. If it's a white power jack, it's in the 80s. If it's a black one, it's late 80s, early 90s. It would say Philippines probably, unless it's 88 or before. If it's after 80, 89, it'll say Philippines. There's this switch. I don't know what this is yet. Probably talkback or something, but it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything, so we'll see what's going on with that. Alright, we'll be back. The thing I did was blew out all the crap. So it's nice and clean now everywhere. I'm going to finish cleaning it up with a rag, of course. Get it all nice and clean in there. Taking out this hillbilly swing kit in line with the test point wiring. Get rid of that. And then we'll move on from there, recap it. It's going to have all kinds of stuff, folks. Alright, we'll be back. Switchboard put back to normal. Fixed all the broken traces, cut traces. Re-greased the main regulator IC. Re-greased all the finals and the diodes. The driver, the final, and the diode. There's a new voltage regulator, AM regulator, I mean. There's a new, brand new audio chip I put in the radio. Wasn't sure if that was causing the low volume issue, so a brand new audio chip and a brand new voltage regulator. And now I'm going to start capping it. We've got it cleaned up down in here. Re-greased the rectifier, put a new regulator in the power supply board, regulator board, and a new cap. Right there. Re-greased it down here. Alright. There's all the new caps in there. There's a couple over here. A couple back here. One in the middle. One down in here. About 6 or 7 back here. About 4 or 5 right here. Couple right there, couple 3 right there, 1 right there, 2 right here. There's all the old ones. There's an old corroded jumper I took out of the back. Get that old nasty glue out of there. Put a new jumper in right there. That one right there, that jumper with the ferrites on it. Put a new diode here. It was corroded. New jumper right here. I gotta fix this this transformer here. It's crooked. I gotta fix that. All the other ones look nice and straight though. Put some bracing on the crystals here. So we're getting her done. Here's the old regulator. Here's the old audio chip. Here's the old regulator off the power supply board, and here's the old voltage regulator. Alright, there you go. There's the old swing kit. It worked, but yeah, whatever. Alright, we'll be back. There's the main filter cap in the radio. The other main filter cap out of the radio. Here's the one, the PLL cap. Right here, this one. Alright, we'll be back. Hey, Paul, here's the receiver mod parts and the transmit wideband parts, and I replaced the two FETs and the main FETs in the receiver, and here's the result now. There's all the way down, 50% modulation, all the way down. First line, you're hearing the tone, first line. Alright, we'll be back. Well, there's the SRC wide receive mod components. Those are the old components right there. Alright, here's all the super noise blanker components there, and a couple components for the receive broadband. Alright, we're moving on, man. We'll be back. Alright, Paul, back on your 2000 here. The biggest 2000 build I've ever done. Got the counter back, it's all rebuilt. I can't show it because Farmer Dave would kill me, but take my word for it, it is rebuilt. It'll be good for another 20 years now. We got 2 new recorders, new meters, and the project box, folks. Look at that. It's gonna go on top of the radio with all the controls. It's gonna be about 10 hours of labor probably. Okay, there's the lights, there's the light cluster, and there's the mod board for it. Alright, we'll be back. Moving on. Box going here finally again, so there's all the switches and everything controlled. Covered cloth for the tube for all the wiring, like they use in the old cars, you know. Just kind of caught my eye, so I'm using that. Alright. Okay, Paul, here you go, man. The box is getting done. I got the echo board in there, got the wiring in for the echo board. It works, I tested it. Now I'm pulling all the wiring through for the rest of the controls. There you go, folks. There's a grommet on the back of the radio. This radio already had, where this is, already had a hole drilled for a talkback. So I just cut the 2 inner ones out, the 3 inner ones out of this spot right here, and put a nice rubber grommet on it. This guy's never going to get rid of the radio, so don't be crying about me cutting a hole in the radio. Alright. Get ready to pull these through here. Gonna go through the loom. Hopefully. Oh yeah, that's going right through, no problem. All right. Okay, here's all the wire pulled through the loom, and that was just the right size for all these wires. Look at that. I could actually add about 4 more wires, probably 5 more if I wanted. All right, there it is, ready to be all hooked up. Now comes the fun part: ohming all these out and figure out where I'm going to run them. Yeah, the first 4 or 5 are going to take me a while to ohm out. I'm debating whether to put the squelch scan in because I have no more room, you know? And it looks so nice now. I'm just like, where am I going to put the switch? If I put it anywhere, I have to put it right here, and that's going to be hard to get to. I just can't put it over here because I already put that. I think I'm just going to not put the squelch scan on, man. There's just nowhere to put the switch. I'd have to put it in the middle between 2 switches, and it just wouldn't look right, and it'd be hard to get to. So I guess I could put it on the back, but then that would be kind of funky. I don't know, I'm kind of debating where to put it. But so far, there it is. It's all hooked up. Got heat shrink on all the wires and everything. So it's looking nice. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, here you go. Here's the inside the box, folks. It's all done. You got your over-the-air recorder and then the input recorder right here. One set of buttons is for that, one set of buttons for the over-the-air. Channel up, channel down button, squelch, scan right here. Scan, and then AM audio limiter, variable power, variable talkback, and then echo control. Alright, there it is. I just got to heat shrink that switch right there. I forgot to do it, so got to put some heat shrink on that switch, and that'll be done. All right, we'll be back. Hey, Paul, there it is, man. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. Hey, Paul, here's all the wiring. Here's the mic wiring and everything. This is running up to the project box, the audio lines up to the box. Here's the audio input on the front. Here's all the switches fixed up and everything, all the wiring. There you go, nice and clean and tidy. Alright. Okay, we'll be back. I'm going to put the front on, the face on, the knobs, and then button it up. That's it, man. Hey, man, there you go. It's all done finally, Paul. Thanks for your patience, man. You've been the best, most patient customer I've ever had, I think. But we finally done. It's finally done. I finally got it done, man. So it looks good. Overall, it looks real good, man. Okay. Okay. First of all, okay. This is your. Hold on. Okay, this is variable power. That's your variable power. And of course, to calibrate your SWR, just put it on calibrate and turn up the variable power until it gets to the end. That's it. And then flip it to SWR. And don't leave it on calibrate when you're talking. Leave it on modulation.
Audio. Audio.
Okay. That's your talkback, of course.
Audio 1 2 1 2. Audio.
Then turbo echo is right next to it, of course.
Audio 1 2. Audio 1 2. Audio 1 2. Audio 1 2.
Test 1 2.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Okay, this is the squelch scan. I mean, that's normal scan. I'm sorry, that's normal scan. Okay, then you got squelch scan right next to that. Squelch scan right here. Okay, so normal scan, squelch scan. Then you got one channel up, one channel down right here. That's down. If you push it, it takes a little bit to respond, so just, it's not broken. It just, if you hold it in, it'll speed up if you hold it in. Or if you just push it. Okay, and then go up. There's channel up. If you push it in, it'll start going faster. There it goes. Okay, then this recorder right here is your over-the-air recorder. It records what's coming in over the air, so let's record something here. Hold this in. Hold the recorder button in for 20 seconds, or however long you want, you know, but it's only going to record 20 seconds, so. Okay, now the output level is going to be your dynamic, so I set it to where you're going to normally have it between 11 and 1. Here you go. But the best thing to do with this, when you play back, put the limiter switch on. This is your AM limiter switch right here. Up is limited, down is unlimited audio. It sounds better when you have the limiter in. And the echo, it does not go through the echo. So that way you can turn up the dynamic all the way. The limiter out, it gets distorted, as you can see, because there's distortion in the audio with the limiter out. So, okay, then this one is the input. Okay, the input, this is a mono input, so whatever you plug into this, you need to have a stereo, from stereo to mono. Like if you do an iPod, you gotta have from stereo to a mono 1/8" jack. This is a mono input, okay? And same thing on that, record and playback. And it's gonna be the same thing on your dynamic too. This is your just live input right here. Whatever you put into that, you can key the mic and it'll come out the radio automatic, instantly. That's controlled by the dynamic as well. So if you want to record yourself and play it back, audio 1, 2, just hold this in while you're talking. Hold the first recorder in while you're talking.
1, 2, test. 1, 2, test. 1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2. 1, 2, test. 1, 2, 1, 2, audio, 2, audio, 2, audio, 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 audio.
Okay, now if you want to play it back, hold on. There you go. So you can record yourself with the first recorder. You can record yourself, and there you go. Then the second recorder is that one, yeah. That's about it, man. SWR calibrate's still the same. Tone's still the same. Voice lock's still the same. Everything's still the same on the front here. And then your wide narrow sideband filter right here. Up is wide, narrow is off, or narrow is narrow, wide is wide. There you go. Only use it on sideband. Just when you're on channel 38 lower, keep it on wide. Or if you don't like wide, you can put it on narrow. If somebody's bleeding on you real bad, you put it on narrow and it'll get rid of the bleed over. But wait till you hear a Kenwood or something on a big, you got to have a sub on this radio to get the full effect. In the middle, don't leave it in the middle or you won't have any output power. Here's the sideband output. Audio. So 14 watts bird. 14 watts bird and 20 watts PEP. There's AM. And here's AM bird. 6 watts bird, 15 watts AM. Alright, there you go, man. Thank you very much, folks. There it is in the box, man. There you go. About 4 inches of bubble wrap on each corner. Fits nice and tight in the box. There you go, man. The project box is inside a plastic bag. When you take the bag off now, remember there's screws on top of the black grate here, and it will scratch the bottom of this box. Just you might want to just put some tape over the screws, and get some Velcro and Velcro it to the radio. All right, we'll be back.